Okay, so the first pass we're going to do is 2 hands under. It's one of Master Barry's favorite. He's got a bit of a reputation for doing it in Brazil, so definitely be the first one that you want to do. Even if you go to a grading and the 2 hands under pass is not your best pass, Master Barry asks you to pass someone's guard, do the 2 hands under pass. It's the first one. That one's for him, the rest can be for you. So just like before, we can do it from standing or we can do it from the low guard break. So we're going to do 2 different ways here. From the standing one, because Master Barry likes the standing one as well, you have your grip, my foot comes up, I'm up, foot comes out, turn, and Sean's already opened his guard. I didn't have to push on his knee, but that's fine. I don't want to, if his guard opened up, go through all the steps and then push his hips to the floor, because now it's going to be really hard for me to get underneath him. So if the guard opens up on the way and you didn't really push on the knee at all, that's fine. Sean's opening up because my legs are long and I'm pushing my knee into his hip. So if I show you a different angle here, I got my grip. Standing up, this foot's going back, and now, so see how this knee doesn't look very strong? I'm going to make it strong by turning my hip. Okay, now my hands come underneath and I drop down underneath them. My hands can join together, or I can grab his belt if I like, but the first thing I need to do is get under his hips. There's not a lot of space there. So pull him up onto my lap, or pull him up. What I don't want to do is up here, because Sean's going to push my elbows away. So I want to stay nice and tight, and then I get my grip. So I'll open up a lapel. I'm going to go around this side, so I'll open up the cross side lapel, and I'm going to get my hand in. Now I can put my hand deep, I can put my hand short. Different variations for both, and I'll show you in a second. For this one, I like to go short. Here, I'm going to take Sean's right knee and put it to his left shoulder. So I keep that pressure, I lift up, and I have my hips underneath him. So it's like he's going to do a rear roll, but this grip is going to stop him from rolling. So I come underneath, and I grab his belt or his pants, and I hold him there and slide by. My knees are off the floor, all my weight's on Sean as I pass. Now I like the short grip here on the lapel because it keeps my elbow, my left elbow here, close to my hip. So when I get up underneath them, my elbow's on my hip, which makes it much safer for me to pass. It puts a fair amount of pressure on Sean, so it's a good pass, but I don't get to submit him with it. If I get a deeper grip up here, hand nice and deep in the lapel, as I come around, I can drop my elbow to the floor, and this will choke Sean. So I'll choke him with my forearm on his windpipe, which can be a little bit nasty. If I'm slightly lower, say my hand is just right about here, this is a nice blood choke area. As I come around, I'm going to be nice to Sean right now. I put my elbow on the floor and then I slide my elbow up. So to finish that choke, I have my hand on his belt in the middle or his pants, whatever I can grab. Put my hand on the floor and I slide up. And I'll put my knee behind his back. This way I can pass or get a choke off of it. Now, maybe you're not very comfortable standing yet, and that's fine. So we have to have a little bit more sensitivity if we're not going to stand. I like going this way, guard opens. Now, the big one here is this hip. This is the tricky spot. If I lean over on the long guy, right, if I make a big explosion, go bam, and open the guard, Sean can put his foot on my hip very easily. He can put his shin across my stomach very easily. Okay, this is going to be a big frustrating point for me. I don't want anything on my hip. That's going to really, really, really slow me down. So when I go to open his guard, the second I feel his guard open, my elbow comes in. Now, if he tries to put his foot on my hip, I can go underneath because it brought his knee high. If he tries to put his knee on my hip, he's going to have to shrimp, and that's going to go into the next pass that we do. Okay, so we're just going to worry about what if he brings his foot to my hip. And this is a very common reaction. He'll just bring his foot up. Now, if I'm not careful, go ahead, he'll make it there. So this isn't good for me. Go back, please. But as soon as that guard opens, I bring my elbow in, I protect my hip with my elbow. So if he tries to put it on his hip, there I go under and under with both hands, pull it up. I'll go on this side this time, grab, and run around.